some questions for you.
This is about this.
Okay, so don't blurt out the answers. I want you to raise your hands. How would you summarize this story?
What's a summarize?
Eva, can you summarize the story?
It's about how big a foot is.
Okay, is that what it's about? Do you guys know what summarize means?
No.
You don't? Can you summarize it? Sit up. You're not supposed to be laying down. I don't know who that is with the... There we go. Can you summarize the story for me? I couldn't tell it was you.
It was how big a bed was.
Okay, so when we summarize a story, we tell the story, but we make it shorter. So in this story, we got to think about the main events that happened. So at the beginning, what happened?
They were wanting to know how big the king's foot was.
Is that what happened at the beginning of the story? What happened at the beginning of the story, Bronx?
On the queen, before the queen's birthday, the king told the cards to whoever made to have someone build a bed.
And then what happened?
He needed to know how big a bed is.
So what did they do?
I know. He used his feet and it was too small.
So then what happened?
They used the king's feet and then it was big enough.
And what happened at the end?
She loved it.
Okay,
And she
that's how you summarize a story. Okay, I have another question. It says, what conclusion do you draw from this story? And what that means is, what lesson did you get from this story? What was the lesson of the story?
How big is a foot?
Thing?
How big is a foot?
Not how big is a foot. It's kind of like, think about it. What do you think? What did you learn about a foot? What did you learn about a foot, Justin?
How to measure a foot, like how you measure a foot.
How do you measure a foot?
You use it like a tool that you measure the width that has like a roller, and you measure your foot with the
We're not doing that.
You use a roller.
Oh, you think we should use a roller? Did they use a roller?
No, they use the foot.
They use a foot. So if we use a roller, how would that have helped them if they used a ruler in the story?
Well, if they used a roller to measure his feet, they can like make a little sculpture so they don't have to use the king's one to do it, and then he can like measure how big he is.
Right. Right. Good job. Okay, you need to come here. You're gonna sit by me. Come here.
Bronx is raising that hand.
Come here and sit right here. Okay.
Yeah, I went to wash my hand.
Hey. Right here.
I went to wash my hand. What? He smacked me.
Okay, let's think about this. What other ways could we measure a bed without using a ruler?
A foot. A foot.
A foot? Okay. That
Big
was
foot.
Oh, okay, a big foot.
Are you
Okay,
ready?
listen. So they used the king's foot in the story, and we use a ruler. What else could we use? Is there something else we could use? What could we use, Langston? How would you?
A baby.
A baby? You were going to use a baby? I mean, I guess we could.
I put the baby down.
But that's the thing. Okay, so what if I used a different baby than you? Would they be the same?
No. I don't. No, I.
So then what would happen? Would you throw me in jail because my baby wasn't the same as your baby?
No. No.
Okay.
My baby's ginormous bed.
Kayla, what would you use?
I use my head.
A measuring tape?
A tape measure.
You would use your head? So you'd make everybody in the whole kingdom take a sculpture of your head and use it? What would you do?
You like right around the shape of the foot to make sure like the shape of the bed, how big he is, and kind of square around him so they know how big is the bed can be.
Oh, they can make it perfect by doing that, huh? Eva?
Get crowns.
Oh, you're going to use crayons? You could. Because they're all the same size, huh?
I know.
Good idea.
They can move me on 4 foot.
So you're going to use that? What else could you use?
They can use the bed to turn it over to slice it. That's a smart idea. The reason I know a little of the stuff, my sister helps me out.
Okay, so do you think the king was wrong to put the apprentice in jail?
Yes.
Why?
The princess, you said.
Apprentice.
He didn't mean to.
Why was the bed not right?
Because his foot was too small.
His foot was different size than the king's. Good job. You guys are so smart.
There's another